Namaste with deep love and reverence at the lotus feet of my beloved Master Shivarudra Bala Yogi. I welcome you all. Today I'll talk about how to create your destiny. Do you know what is your passion in life? Do you know what is your dream? What is it that you want to do or you love to do? Are you doing it? If yes, if you answer yes to any one of these questions, then you belong to 5% of the successful people in this world. If you have answered no, then it is time that you start figuring out what is your passion, what you love to do, and find the music in your heart. Because when you find the music in your heart will put music in your life. I will share 4 things with you today, give you 4 tips, and maybe that will give you inspiration to start creating your destiny and to start finding a passion and to follow the music in your heart. First, I will share the story of sage Panini. Then I will talk about difference between karma and destiny. Thirdly, I will talk about how to figure out what you love to do. And then fourthly, I will share with you how to create your day. Now, coming to the first point, the story of sage Panini. Around 500 BC, there was a very great scholar. His name was Pani, and he had a son named Panini. So one day what happened, a sage came to visit Pani. So Pani took very good care of the sage, and the sage was very impressed and very happy. And he was a very good palm reader. So he said, I will just take a look at your son's hand. And he saw the son's hand and he became a little sad. Then Pani asked him, what's wrong, Gurudev? Why you are sad? Then Gurudev said, you are such a renowned scholar. People come to you for advice. They seek you for assistance. But your son has no education, has no line of education. That's why he won't be becoming like you. Then he said, then his Pani said, okay, if that's what it is, then then so be it. The boy was sharp. Panini was sharp boy. He was listening very intently. Then he asked the sage, can you show me where the line is, where the line should be? Even if the line is there, then where the line should be. The sage told him, yes, this is where the line should be. So the boy immediately ran out, and after some time he came and his hand was bleeding. So then the father and the sage, they were surprised. What did you do? What happened? Then he said, then they saw that where the sage had told this is the line, he had cut his hand and made a line. So the story goes that from that point, Panini became a very great scholar, and in fact he wrote a book, Ashtadhyayi, that is a Sanskrit grammar he wrote. And he also did tremendous tapas, and he got the blessings of Lord Shiva. And after that he wrote grammar, and he became a very famous scholar. So what I mean to say is, people will say, by looking at your astrology or by looking at your palm, they will say, okay, you may not succeed or you may not be happy. They will say like that, but you don't have to take it that way. That's just, they're just giving you a blueprint. But after that, you can change. You can change your life. You have the ability to change your life. To give one example, I wanted to be a pilot since my childhood. And firstly, I couldn't get into Indian Air Force. I got into the Army. So that chance was gone. And then secondly, when I got an opportunity to become a helicopter pilot, and I couldn't pass the pilot aptitude battery test, and they said that once you fail, you're done. You cannot be pilot for life. And I got very sad, actually. And I thought, okay, fine. If that's what it is, then probably I will become pilot in my next life. I resolved that in my next life, I'm going to become a pilot. And then I carried on with my life. But whenever I used to look up, I used to love planes. I used to look at the planes, how they are taking off, how they are landing. And when they were coming in the sky, I used to look them. And long behold, I got an opportunity in 2012 to enroll in aviation science associate program. And by 2013, I got my private pilot license. And now I'm able to fly. I can fly, I can take off, and I can fly, and it's a beautiful feeling. I also finished instrument rating, and I'm working on my commercial rating. So you see, I was told I cannot be a pilot. Now I am. So if somebody had discouraged you, I would say don't get discouraged. Keep the dream up, and you will be able to achieve it. With that, I will come to the second point, karma and destiny. We get confused between karma and destiny. To understand the difference, please know that what you put out, either in terms of your vibration of thoughts, speech, actions, or your impact on this environment, is your karma. And when that comes back, that's your destiny. If you give a very good act, like if you help somebody, or if you love somebody, then they will love you back. As simple as that. Therefore, but it is a little bit complex also, because we are living in a society, we are living in a complex world where I put in my out energy, and then people will also put in their energy, and then it is cumulative effect. If I put in something, maybe it will not happen, materialize pretty very soon, but it may come back either in this birth or in next birth. So that's how the destiny happens. Even the destiny, the things which are coming in our life right now, is what we have put in this birth and the previous birth. That is the effect, and we do not know what we did in previous birth. So that's why we get surprised, oh, this is my destiny. But so finally, understanding comes out of this is that karma is in your hands, and destiny is also in your hands. The more you meditate and the more power you gain with your mind, the more focused and the more powerful your impact will be, and the same thing also will come back to you. And therefore you will be very conscious of what you're doing. You will be very conscious of what you are thinking. You will be very conscious of what you're speaking, and you'll be very conscious of what you're doing, because you know it's going to come back. You don't want to hurt yourself. So there is a beautiful saying also, what you do to others, you do to yourself, and what you do to yourself, you do to others. And when this becomes an experience also for you, then you become very compassionate, you become very understanding, and you become kind in any kind of situation. With that, I come to the third point, how to figure out what you love to do. I ask people, what do you love to do? What is it that you want to do in life? And most people, they say, I don't know. And if you say, I don't know, then obviously you are drifting like a boat which no sail. It will be just endless drift. You have no destination in that case. However small, I would say, always have a goal, always have a destination, where you are going, what you're doing, and why you are doing it. Have a reason for it. So first of all, if you figure out that this is what I love to do, when you find out that something makes you happy, makes you joyful, if that's, you get passionate about it, then you take small baby steps towards it. And then at least every day do something towards it. After that, if suppose you want to become a musician, then you figure out what instrument you like to play. Then also follow somebody who is very good in that instrument and see what they are doing. And after that, you make a plan. Suppose you have, now in that case, you have to buy the instrument and then you have to get a training, you get into a training program. And once you make a plan, then you implement the plan. It can be, this you can apply to anything in your life, but you have to make that step. With that, I come to the fourth point, and that is how to create your day. You see, when we get up, just before getting up and when we come into the full waking consciousness, there is a time gap. As soon as we get out, come out where we are consciously coming out of the sleep and we become fully awakened, there is a small gap. There is a small time period which is very subtle. And that's the time period when your subconscious mind is completely open and is very receptive. So I would suggest, as soon as you get up, as soon as you wake up in the morning, create your day. Affirm yourself. What do you want that day to be? Firstly, say, for example, you can say things like, today I'm going to have a great day. Today I'm going to meet wonderful people. Or today I'm going to meet extraordinary people. I am a powerful Atma. I am beautiful. I love myself as I am. So say, I am healthy. I have beautiful relationships. So speak like this to yourself early in the morning when you get up. Let this be your first thoughts. Then what happens is that throughout the day, because that has gone deep in your subconsciousness, then your subconscious mind is very powerful. So what it will do is that it will attract people, places, circumstances in your day and make your day. So try this. It will really create a lot of impact on your life. And the same thing when you go to sleep, when you lay down and we are drifting into sleep, that is also the time when your subconscious mind is very receptive. So that is why they say that before you go to sleep, try to read a book, so that you are going, and when you go to sleep, sleep with good thoughts, with good emotions, with a good feeling, with happiness. If you're sad, don't go to sleep with sadness. Try to listen to a good music or meditate for some time, and an hour before itself you start creating the environment for going to sleep. That way you will be able to go to sleep peacefully, and then because your mind does not sleep, your subconscious mind does not sleep. Whatever went inside, it keeps reprogramming, it keeps programming it, it develops into a big thing. So when you wake up in the morning, then you'll be fresh. Or maybe if you have some problem and you said I will find a solution to it, then obviously you will even find a solution to it. So I hope you enjoyed listening to these 4 points. And if you do this, then slowly you will build your willpower. And when you build your willpower, you'll also build your confidence. And that way what will happen is that you will be able to create your day, and you will be able to create a good destiny for yourself. And also you will find the music in your heart, and you will be able to follow your music. With that, thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you in the next video.